Okay, so I'm still sitting at the gym with my whole arm situation. I obviously decided to up all of my like vitamins and yeah, vitamins. Anyway, this is my pile right now and it's just staring me in the face and I just can't get up the nerve to swallow them all. Like, I can do this. And it is whatever time that says. I only have one hand. I did it. The ones with the like plastic coating get stuck and it hurts. So, but I'm doing a really good job. So I would like everybody to tell me I'm doing a good job by taking vitamins because I'm healing my little baby and watching practice.
Just finished up practice. Focus. Watched over the videos and saw. I think it's pretty funny. So to give you guys a little backstory, woke up this morning, didn't feel super good, had conditioning. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go conditioning and I'm gonna go light. So had a good conditioning workout. Our conditioning coach didn't kill me and
he could tell you weren't feeling good.
Could tell I wasn't feeling super good, so.
Told you what? Told you what?
He told me, yeah, do this and then when you get to jiu-jitsu, just do technique and then call it a day. And I thought, and so I had it in my mind, I was like, yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna warm up, drill, and I'll call it a day. Well, I got there, got warmed up, started drilling. This is good because I can talk out loud and tell my wife, you know, what is going through my mind right now, so she knows why I did it.
Why you decided to
so
do
this is really good. So
okay.
I get there, I start warming up, I start drilling, and I'm feeling pretty good. So I'm thinking, you know what? I think me not feeling very well was all in my head this morning. So I'm just gonna go live. But I thought, I'm gonna compromise. I'm gonna go 5-minute rounds of live, and then anything else that the team is gonna do, I'll sit out. So if anyone says like, hey, you said you were gonna go live today, then I'll say, well, we compromised. I went live, but I didn't do everything. So
that's not called a compromise. A compromise is where we compromise. I don't ever get things just like in my head where I don't feel good. If I don't feel good, I'm usually like, there's something wrong. And I have felt like I was gonna puke all day today too. So I think we have a bug.
We might have a little stomach bug, but that I got mentally stronger today because I didn't feel good. I pushed through and I went live, and that's just the way that it is. Now we're on our way home. I don't have to feel guilty about not doing jiu-jitsu today. I did it. And now I rest. And now, although I do have a pad session a little bit later on tonight, but after that, then I rest. Because that's only like 30 minutes, and so it won't be.
Yeah, but that means you worked out. You already worked out for 3 hard hours today.
3.5.
So it's nap time. We usually put on Catfish, the TV show. Take a quick little snoozer. And then continue on our day. It's nap time. Say sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Okay, so I don't want to bother my husband, but I am really proud of him. He's doing something that I have wanted to do for a very long time, but it takes a lot of, I think, courage and strength to decide that you want to, as a professional athlete, not only just work on your body and your conditioning, but work on your mind. So he is in our little side room talking to a sports psychologist, and it's going really well, and it's definitely something that I'm gonna start doing too. I've asked if he would put me in contact or start scheduling me appointments for his sports psychologist. Let's go listen just for a second.
and I need to get myself to relax it.
I can't wait to have him share his personal journey and my personal journey with bettering not only our bodies but our minds, to be a professional athlete and to be a champion. So it's very exciting. Okay.
All right, so I just woke up from my nap, drinking some coffee. So today we got up this morning. I had conditioning with Jess. We jumped over to no-gi, and then I've got no-gi jiu-jitsu from 12 to 2, and now I've got a little pad session going on over at ATT. But beforehand, something, you know, that I actually just kind of discovered about myself. I've always felt that I've been mentally strong when it comes to a fight, in the sense that, you know, you got to kill me to beat me, and I'm not going to roll over, and I'm not going to give up. But I feel like there's different sides of being mentally, you know, having a good mental. The fight game is so crazy. There's so many ups, there's so many downs, there's so many question marks. And recently I'd been reading books and whatnot, but I just discovered a guy by the name of Ken Baum, and I started working with him and just working on some mental things, because I've put forth, like, I've trained, you know, most of my focus on training has been 99% physical and all this, but I've put like very little to no work on my mental work, and you know, and not just being mentally strong and going out and pushing like that, but really like getting into my head, and because we all have issues with confidence. I mean, most of us, and you know, in the fight game, every little advantage makes so much of a difference, because at these levels, everyone is physically gifted and talented, and so it comes down to, you know, little things that are going to put you over the edge, and I feel like this is something that I can do and to get me to that next, like, even upper echelon and whatnot. So yeah, so I just finished a session with my psychologist, and it's awesome. It clears my mind, and I like to do it. He had me do it right before a practice tonight and kind of get my head in the right spot, and so I can go into the practice and focus all my energy on being right there, and, you know, getting the absolute most I can from the session. So
Okay, so that's my teammate Ricky Simone. He's filming it because he's the co-main event of UFC Sacramento coming up, where he is fighting, as everybody knows, my old teammate Uriah Faber. So I used to be on Team Alpha Male for about 3 or 4 years training with them, and now Ricky is fighting Uriah, who is the owner and head coach of Team Alpha Male. So it's crazy small fight world. He's headed out to Sacramento to fight him super soon. I think he's like 2 weeks out, but what's crazy is Ricky gets married this Friday, so he has his wedding and then straight into the biggest fight of his career. It's exciting. So yeah, this fight is super personal, obviously. So I'm excited to watch it.
What does do that? Just that. Okay.
This is what the gym is like on a Monday. Obviously, normally I'm training. This is the fight life. So, hoping for good news tomorrow because I get this off, and then hopefully I can start training again soon. And I'm not just watching and interrupting everybody's training sessions. Huzzy Bear just got done hitting with Coach Hamza.
Yep.
Doing his striking. This is what the floor looks like after my husband's been in the room.
Sweating.
Jim.
That's my old school,
It's my favorite
old shirt. Yep. From my actually my very first sponsor, Awesome Uniform.
It's just a cool shirt.
Man, I
hate to wear
appreciate
it. Training all the time, but you gotta do it.
Andy Minsker, the great Andy Minsker.
Number one in the world, number one in the country from 83 and 84. 4 consecutive national championships. 83, 1984 U.S. Super Trials champion, U.S. Western States champion. Fought in 18 different countries for the U.S. team. The youngest ever head coach for the United States boxing team twice. Oh, 3-time first team All-American.
That's who we got working with here. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. Excited here for him. Yeah.
Okay, husband's doing gi class now after doing conditioning this morning, and then he did no gi, and then he had a pad session. Well, no, then he had his therapist, then a pad session, and now gi. So Monday is the harder day, but look how cute he is in his black little. So I'm here in my sauna at my top team, Portland. It's not, I'm just, you know, wanted a place to escape. You know, it's been a really hard journey, and people obviously are like sorry for me or whatever because I've had to have, you know, 3 arm surgeries on the exact same arm and 2 separate injuries. But on the outside it's hard because I can tell people how, you know, I'm doing good, and I get asked about my arm every single day, like how's the arm, is it getting better? And truth is, like, I don't really know, and I don't know, you know, when I'll fight again, and I don't know what, you know, like how to stay happy, I guess. And I come to the gym every day, and I think that's my fault because I sit on the side of practice and I watch like everybody else succeed, and I watch, you know, my husband's probably gonna get belted tonight in jiu-jitsu, and, you know, a good wife, like as a good wife I should be happy for him, and I should want him to succeed, and I should want him to like have these, you know, achievements in the gym. But like every single part of me is so jealous, and every single part of me is, you know, I get so mad that other people are succeeding around me, and I'm, you know, stagnant and stuck in the same place. And my career, you know, as a kid, or when I was 19, it took off right away, and I had this like fast-paced career, and then busy all the time, to all of a sudden the last 2 years I've only fought twice, and I've broken my arm twice and had 3 surgeries, and I went from, you know, being on top to, I don't know, I feel like I'm becoming irrelevant and losing who I am. And I see, like, which is really exciting, you know, I'm excited for my teammates, like Ricky Simone in here, who is going to be fighting Uriah Faber, one of my old teammates from Team Alpha Male, and it's like I'm really excited, I'm like super happy, but at the same time it's like all the cameras in here, none of them are for me, and I miss, you know, I miss having, you know, succeeding. I feel like I'm not succeeding anymore, and that's the hardest part of all of this. And I could go through the pain of surgery over and over and over again, and I could go through the pain of breaking my arm over and over and over again, but not knowing how long this is gonna last, or not knowing if I'm becoming irrelevant or if people are still going to want to see me fight or what's going to happen with the rest of my career is the hardest part of this. And I, you know, have decided to fight out my UFC contract because I can't focus on anything. I feel like right now I'm not who I'm supposed to be, and I'm so much more than just my past successes. I want to just continue to be successful, and I can't base the next, you know, 8 fights of my career, the next few years of my career off of where I'm at right now. And that's why I'm not ready to, you know, sign another extension to my fight contract, because this isn't who I am, and my future should be determined on where I am right now. So of course it's like I want to be happy for the things that went on around me, and you know, a true honorable successful person doesn't look at other people's success as a knock to them, and other people succeeding around me doesn't affect me, and it shouldn't affect me. But I'm honestly just fighting like every day to be okay, and it's hard. And I do hope the best for my husband, and I hope he gets, you know, belted tonight because he does deserve it. But then there's the other bit of me that says like, oh, he's only been doing jiu-jitsu for 2 or 3 years, and I've been doing it for 10 years. And I've just now, you know, joined the whole belting system, so I understand that there's a whole process to it, but it sucks, and I'm a terrible wife for saying I want it to be me doing all those things, and that should be me getting belted and should be me on camera, but that's how I feel. And I obviously need to work on, you know, my mind and work on changing my mindset and trying to figure out how to grow as an athlete through this time, even though I can't do anything and I can't work out and I can't train. So trying to figure out how I can better myself during this time off. And maybe that's why I've had to learn this lesson 3 times, is maybe that's why God has made me have to have 3 surgeries on the same arm to try to learn a lesson. But I get mad at God sometimes. Like, I don't understand like what I'm supposed to be learning right now and what I'm supposed to be bettering myself on. What am I missing? Like, why does this keep happening? And I think maybe until I learn that lesson, I won't understand, and maybe I won't ever get better. But just gotta pray and hope I get through this and continue living, because, you know, we're not guaranteed tomorrow, so I gotta try to make the most of today. And today I just want to cry. So that's the glorious life of Paige Vanzant right now. So that's it.